High school juniors and seniors graduate.
Plus, a new exhibit at the Johnson Center. Stay tuned for TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the High Definition Digital Production Center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
And welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for June 5th, 2014. I'm Brianna Creighton.
And I'm Jamarlo Phillips. Thank you for joining us this evening. All this week, high school students with disabilities have been on the campus learning lessons in leadership and independence. Today, the students celebrated their week's accomplishments. The Alabama Governor's Youth Leadership Forum is a 5-day career leadership training program for high school juniors and seniors with disabilities. The forum is held just right here on Troy University's campus in June of each year. And as the forum comes to an end, one staff member tells us how she enjoyed the week and what it consisted of.
The week has been very fantastic. We've just gotten some delegates in. Those are the students. That's what we call the students. We are the staff. And what we do is we go with them and be with them for 1 week, and we show them leadership skills, show them how to display leadership skills in their community and school. We talk about career opportunities for them. We talk about the ADA, which is one option they have once they get into college. We talk about the transition from high school to college, and we just get them into the field of knowing their health information and things like that.
Students who attended the forum say they enjoyed every aspect and will be an experience they will forever cherish.
I love learning about leadership and how all your characteristics can build up to the leadership forum, and this experience has been flawless for me, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
I really enjoyed going to the Capitol and seeing the architecture and learning how the House and Senate work, or state seat work, and I really had fun at the dance last night.
I really enjoyed the week, and I got out of it a lot of great new friendships and a lot about how to be a more effective leader.
One staff member says even though it was not what she expected, she enjoyed the time spent with her students.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. It was a shock at how different it was from what I expected as we came in, but it was awesome.
The forum is co-sponsored by the Alabama Department of Rehabilitation Services and Troy's Institute of Leadership Development.
The images from a comic book have leapt off the page into the walls of the Johnson Center for the Arts. Clay Yeager shows us about the centers in the latest exhibit.
The Johnson Center for the Arts is known for traditionally bringing in work by experienced artists to put on display. But this month, the center is showcasing work by some Dothan residents who, for many, art is not their main profession.
This actually started as a community project about a year and a half ago. There was a group of us in Dothan that realized there was a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of people that wanted to do a lot of different art activities in town. The artwork that we chose was a piece of comic art, and we picked that simply because we knew we were going to be working with a lot of people that maybe had never painted before, and this was going to be an easy way for everybody to get their hand to touch the painting.
The painting element for the amateur artist was to add color to panels taken from 60s era comic books.
The images that you see in this series all came from early 60s, late 50s war comics from DC and other publishers. And the element that we've added, obviously, is this pattern and how this pattern is affecting the different characters in the sequences.
Since the images come from a comic book, the exhibit, when taken as a whole, can be interpreted as a story from one of those books.
What we're trying to accomplish is to tell a story. And the fun thing about that story is that we've introduced this new character to the story, in this case the pattern. And the pattern can be a variety of different things. Maybe it's the attitude that this character is feeling at the time or place that he happens to be in. Or maybe it's the action that the pattern represents. Or maybe it could be anything.
And as for how the story comes together, Riddle says that it's completely up to the viewer.
I want the viewer to be able to come in and be able to have some sort of inner dialogue, between themselves and the work, and be able to develop a story that's going on here. I think that's the fun thing for the viewer is having people come up to you and tell you, I know what order they go in. When there is no preconceived notion of order, so it's fun to see how people come and they sort of arrange them in their own collection.
The reoccurring pattern exhibit will run through June 20th at the Johnson Center. Clay Yeager, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Johnson Center for the Arts is located on Walnut Street, downtown Troy, and is open Wednesday through Friday from 10 until 5, on Saturday from 10 until 3.
And now taking a look at news from around the state, federal wildlife officials are offering a $7,500 reward for information in a shooting that led to the death of a bald eagle in Montgomery. Officials say the bird was found with an injury to its left wing and had to be euthanized.
In Tuscaloosa, police have arrested a Northport man that they say used rat poison in an ingredient in synthetic marijuana. Police say Darius Jabbar Wilson was arrested earlier for the 2 weeks long following a 2-month investigation.
And in Monroeville, a lawsuit filed by To Kill a Mockingbird author Harper Lee against a museum in her hometown has been dismissed. A federal judge ended the case after lawyers for Lee and the museum filed a joint motion seeking to end the suit. The case was settled in February, but the deal was never signed.